Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are filming indoors because it is another snow day out there. I can't believe it, but it's snowing again. So I thought I would bring over to this little corner here. This is right next to our fireplace, so it's a nice warm corner of the house. And in front of me we have a few of my Phalaenopsis orchids. We have a Sharry baby orchid. And we have my Bougainvillea, however you want to say it, and it's looking fabulous right now. So I wanted to focus on the Bougainvillea a little bit instead of on orchids today, and just tell you my care for this guy. It's in a pot down here. I started this as a little 2-foot high shoot, and I've had it for a good 4 or 5 years now. I keep trimming it back every summer, and every winter I have to bring it in, of course, because we live in a temperate climate. There's some sad looking pineapples in here, as well as looks like a dead, that was a Australian mint bush that died. But anyways, this guy was growing in the ground for the winter time, or for the summertime, out in our garden. And before the frost hit, we had to bring it in, of course. So we threw it in the pot, and these guys drop their leaves at the drop of a hat, it seems. So it dropped all its leaves. So for Christmas time it was good and bare. It had like the odd little flush of blooms on it, but nothing like this. It's just I think with the day starting to lengthen again, it's got this growth spurt happening, and yeah, fabulous. One thing, these guys are my most sensitive tropical plant that I grow temperature wise. If I put this thing outside and the nighttime lows are below 10 degrees or 50 Fahrenheit, it drops all its leaves. If there's any kind of cold snap, it really pouts. It hates cold temperatures at night. All the rest of our tropicals outside, they can tolerate the colder temperatures at night. This one just simply cannot. So it's loving it right here next to the Phalaenopsis. This phal is just opening. It's a yellow one there. This one is the sort of red blotchy colored one. This phal here, this is one from our wedding. It goes back to that pot way back there. But yeah, we had live orchids, well, fresh cut orchids on our wedding cake. So we ended up buying a bunch of Phalaenopsis, and so I have lots of whites and purples because that was our wedding color theme. But we dressed the cake with them. My boutonniere was probably from this exact phal, so they were all done up with. We had orchids for boutonnieres. Tracy had an orchid bouquet, so it had dozens of stems of white orchids in like this, and it was really beautiful. Here is a yellow one here. These guys are a little bit dry today. The fireplace really dries them out. I need to spray these roots, give them a good soak. I watered this one and this one this morning. You can tell when they're really dry, and I won't do it now, but the moss was actually like cracky crunchy. It was like, but anyways, back to the Bougainvillea here, since that's what we're doing the video on today. This guy, as I say, I brought it in for the fall. It's not going to go back outside. It'll be like the last thing that goes out for the summertime. And I had it in a pot for the last like 4 years. And we'll say this time last year I just decided, you know what, is not doing very well in the pot. Even though the pot was nice and big, it just wasn't doing much. There was no new growth. Like this is a nice new shoot coming out here. I've had to close the blinds because even though it's snowing, it's really bright, and I wouldn't be able to film right now. There'd be too much backlighting. So this is, let's see, that would be south. So we have a southwest window. So it gets afternoon sun as well as evening sun there. The sun sets over that way, depending on the time of year. But yeah, this guy probably won't make it back outside till like late May, early June. And you know what I did last year, and I will do it again this year? I threw it in the ground, and although it set it back maybe a week or two, it did so well in the ground compared to in a pot. I think these guys, although they like warm temperatures up here, their roots, a pot like really cooks their roots too, and I think they like a more stable temperature for the roots. I plant them outside in full sun. These guys are a full sun plant, so you have to give them as much possible light as you can. If you have you know, only a north window, it's probably going to drop all its leaves and not give you any new leaves until you put it in a sunnier window. These guys don't seem to like to go dormant either. I have like my plumerias downstairs. I have to bring them up this week. And yes, these guys don't like to go dormant. They seem to just grow and grow and grow. They have the odd like sharp thorn on them too. But we decorated it for Christmas. There's some leftover candy canes from Christmas if you're wondering what those are. And yeah, this was like one of our first tropical flowers, I think, that I bought Tracy. If you can hear that scratching, that's just my dog's nails on the ground. He kind of scuffs when he walks. As for the soil, we'll go back down here. The soil is well draining. They like to stay on the drier side. This pot, for our hardwood floor's sakes, it does not have any drain holes in, so I water really sparingly. Like right now, it is just dry. I'm sure down deeper it's wet, so I'm not too worried about it. Tons of perlite in the mix, as you can see from right here. Very well drained. These guys take tons of fertilizer in the summertime as well. You can fertilize it as much as you want. Before we go, I will show you a Sharry baby that's in bloom. So, he has been in bloom forever in here as well. Months and months. Smells so good. It was funny because this was one that I got in the fall, and this is my first blooming with it. And at first it didn't smell at all, and I was quite disappointed. Then all of a sudden it started to do its thing, and it smells wonderful. Oh, it smells so good even right now. I think Sharry baby is my favorite smelling orchid. I could have tons of Sharry babies just purely for their smell. Anyways, here is a warm corner of our house, and let's see, I'm just grabbing the thermometer here. So right now this corner is 78 degrees because of the fireplace being there. So it's not always 78 degrees, of course, but it's 78 degrees right now, and it's lovely and warm. This fireplace heats a lot of our house up. But anyways, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really got to get those bougainvilleas, I really got to get those plumerias up. Hopefully this year we'll have some flowers on those. So I'm going to bring you along for that. I'll be doing those in the next day or so. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye guys.